guys, so it is Tuesday, January 31st. We are here. We have made it finally to the end of January, and I could not be more happy. I could not be more thrilled. It has been a month, folks. It has been a month. Okay, let's be honest. And I feel like I'm ending the month right now. Let's just be real honest about everything. I don't feel well right now, but I'm showing up because I promised that I would. I do not feel well. I am sick. I am not feeling good at all. I have a ginger ale here just in case, and that is what we're doing. I am once again, if you were here on Sunday night, I am once again live across Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So if I look in multiple different places, that is why. Yeah. And I am here today to set up my bullet journal for February. I have been looking forward to doing this live for a while. I love stationery. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that this week, but I love stationery and I love planning and I love like habit tracking and goal setting and all of the things. So I'm like really freaking pumped to be here and doing this, especially because there were so many people on Sunday night when I set up my weekly journal spread. I just know like I'm hoping that we can form a little like journaling community here on my socials. That is a goal of mine because I'm a nerd about it. So I'm going to share it with y'all. That's what I do. Anyway, so I've been looking forward to this, and I was not going to let my stomach issues stop the fun. That said, if it does get super bad, in sense like I just feel too ill, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit pause, and I will resume at a later time this week. And honestly, I feel like you're seeing a wonderful little window into the life of chronic illness. Like this is the reality, is just having to acknowledge when you're not 100% and say, you know what? I got to do what's best for my body. Right now, by sitting here on this live stream, it's not pushing to a limit that is like unsafe or unhealthy, in my opinion, and I know my body, so. But if it starts to, y'all will be the first to know. So, without further ado, let's dive into this bad boy. I'm gonna look at some of the comments now. Danger says, you're so great. Thank you. And I saw a lot of people as I was going on my whole little spiel right there that said hi and hello and all of the fun things on Instagram. So hi, Instagram. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I see a lot of people are sending me messages in Spanish. I will be honest and say that I don't speak a whole lot of Spanish. I'm working on it currently on Duolingo, and I've taken classes for years, but I just am not the best at it. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to communicate in another language tonight, especially with the way I'm feeling. But thanks for being here anyway. And to the person that's with me here on YouTube and the people here on TikTok, thank you guys for being here. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so pumped to be doing this with you guys again. As I mentioned before, I went live on Sunday night as part of a new live series that I'm doing. One of my goals, as I kind of mentioned, is to do this thing where Poppy, hi, thank you for being here, my dear. How are you? One of my goals is to do this every week do my journaling setup for the week. As I mentioned, I love stationery, I love planning, all of the things, and because of that, I personally want to share that with you guys. And even if you're not a fan of it yourself, I'm hoping to just chat and be friendly and answer any questions that come up in the live streams and all of that, and just use it as a way to have us connect a little bit more. Poppy, thank you for liking the live. That is a great way to push it forward. So if anybody else would like to help share the live with more people on Instagram and TikTok for that matter, Liking the thing, like double tapping the screen or whatever, is a great way to do that. On TikTok specifically, there is a live goal and a share button that is very helpful. YouTube, I don't know. Sorry, I'm still figuring you out, but it's gonna be okay. Anywho, so last month I did a fun little spread with stickers, and I have a bunch of stickers to pick from for this month's spread. So y'all are gonna get to be here for all of that. And this will basically, you guys will get to help set up what I go live with for the rest of the month. And when I do my weekly journaling live streams, you guys will be like, oh my god, I was there when she set that up, how cool, how cute. Yes, so you'll get to have all of the inside scoop by being here tonight. I'm just gonna go through what my spread's gonna look like so we can figure out the order here together. So there's a title page that will have maybe a calendar if I feel like it's necessary. That's there. Then we have a goals page, a habit page, social media page, is multiple pages, a gratitude log, a mood tracker, and then an entertainment log. That is what I'm doing. Oh, and also I have this blank sheet here. I just put stickers at the top that said notes. And basically my goal for that, my mom, I love my mom. She was a really big scrapbooker back in the day. That was like her thing that she would do whenever we would do something fun as a family, or when I was in a community theater show, she would make a whole scrapbook just about like that. Just about whatever the event is, whatever the trip was. It was so cute. We have a lot of them still to this day, which is fantastic. Pause for 1 second on that. Thank you, Stuart Smith and Kaz, for following me on TikTok. I'm so excited to have you here. So thank you. That's really nice. And if any of you watching don't follow me or subscribe to me on YouTube or anything, feel free to do so. I come back every week, I promise. Anyway, so that's where I actually got all these stickers from that I held up before. Chloe, hi, thanks for joining. As I was saying, she did all of that scrapbooking when I was a kid, and it really got me loving the idea of doing it, but I've not had, one, the financial ability to do so, because scrapbooking is expensive, and two, the time or like desire when I was like in college and stuff. But now I'm an adult, and last year I actually intended to do this, but I didn't make the time for it because it will take time, and I'm not going to do it today on this live because I haven't printed out the pictures yet. But what I'm going to use this for is basically as a scrapbook of the month of just like top memories. So I'm going to pick pictures, quotes, things that remind me of things that happened in January. So as I said, I'm not going to be doing that today, but if that's something you're interested in, be sure to let me know either in the chat right now while you're watching, or you can send me a DM privately and let me know, because if that's something that people would actually tune into, then I will do that live maybe next week, but it will not be happening like presently. Panda Comfy, thank you for liking the live on TikTok. That means so much to me. You guys are killing it. Thank you. And I see Chuck Wilson has said, absolutely love your spirit. Thank you. That's so nice. Everybody's so kind today. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay. With all of that said, I'm actually going to get started because it's going to be a long road if I don't. So how did I do this last time? I'm going to leave this page blank, and then I can go back and put something there if I feel like it later. But, so this page right here, these two pages are staying blank for now. Well, actually, no. What should my theme be for February, guys? Obviously, it's the season of love. My wedding anniversary is in February, and Valentine's Day is in February. So I feel like those are two, like, key things that could be. I just dropped a bunch of leaves on the floor, literal like fall leaves, so that's fun. I don't know, I'm just gonna dig through my sticker stash and try to find something that I'm like into. I'm kind of almost vibing like pink and red rhinestones. I feel like that could be cute, right? That could be a vibe. I don't know. Let me see what I have in my stickers. I probably should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? Okay, we have like all of the seasons on this one. That's cute. So many things to pick from. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have butterflies. That'll be a cute thing to do in like April or May, I feel like. Ooh, we have pink font. That could be good for this month. So, what is all of this? That's a lot of music notes. That's one thing. I was in a lot of music stuff growing up, so there's a lot of music notes in here. A lot of music-y things. A lot. What is that? Those are cute. Honestly, guys, I really am vibing with these rhinestones. So I'm kind of feeling the rhinestones right now. The rhinestones with the, hold on, I have silver rhinestones too. Lots of silver rhinestones. Hello. Okay. I am thinking the pink font with silver and the pink and red rhinestones. I'm thinking that's the vibe for February. And that is what I'm going to do. I have made the decision. I have made a choice, which is saying something. Life is like a flower. It grows more beautiful the more you care for it. That's cute. I love a good quote. Fabulous. I'm going to close this because I don't want it to die. But I need that for the social media stuff later because I'm going to show, assuming I am still doing okay health-wise, I'm going to show y'all the nitty-gritty of how I track my social media stuff. Because that's what you do when you're a content creator, folks. You have to treat it like a job. Okay. What is happening? There we go. Hello. Okay. More leaves were trying to fall out at me. I don't know what it is about the leaves. They're the only ones that seem to be attacking right now. And to be quite honest with you, it's not nice. But it is fine. I'm actually thinking, so I might use the pink font on each of the page titles. And then for the cover page that I'm working on now, I'm thinking of using like this fancy black font. I think that is a vibe, potential. Or should I just do it consistently? Do I have enough to do it consistently? Why is this here? Okay, that's going over there for now. Do I have enough? I have enough. So I might just do it all across the same thing. I think I'm just going to do all the pink font and hope for the best here. Okay. Oh my god, I am not feeling well. And breathe, and we're fine. Okay, hi. Sorry, that is how we're just going to have to do this today. Okay. All right, February is going right in the middle here. Oh my god, I love this. Should I do all caps for the front? I think I do all caps on the title page, or the, why do I want to say home page? It's not a home page. February. I am not good. I have chubby little fingers, folks. Chubby little fingers. That makes doing this all really fun. Jason, thank you for liking the live. It means so much. I really appreciate it. Okay. Amazing. Guys, I love doing this stuff. You have no idea. This is my happy zone to the max. Like, I'm not feeling 100%. How many times am I going to say it on this thing? I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm still, like, joyful because I'm doing something that, like, fills me up. So that's cute. That's fun. Okay. Am I going to have enough room? Did I not give myself enough room? I'm going to be so mad. I don't know if I can remove these stickers. Well, we're just going to live with it. That's what I've learned in doing this. You just live with your mistakes. Especially when stickers are involved. Oh, I'm just barely gonna have enough space. Oh my god, it's actually kind of gonna be cute, I feel like, because it's gonna be off center, which means I can do something fun with the stickers. The rhinestones. That's what they're called. The rhinestones. What are you making? Two people are asking on TikTok. Sorry. Thanks for joining and thanks for all the likes. Really appreciate it. I am working on my February spread of my bullet journal. Bullet journaling is something that means a whole heck of a lot to me. I've been doing it now for almost 4 full years, I think. And it's just something that for me helps keep me accountable and helps me work towards improving myself across a lot of different aspects of my life. So not just professionally, like this isn't just a professional journal. I have a professional journal. This is also like something that I can like track my own personal habits and like work on improving myself in a lot of different areas of my life and just work not necessarily, I hate just the idea of improvement, but also like maintaining things as well and like being like happy with the way that I do things. So like for example, something I track for myself is reading. I track how many days a week I read. And the reason I do this is what is happening? The reason I do this isn't to be like annoying on myself, but I do it because I like reading and it fills up my cup and I don't make time for it all the time. I saw what you said in the beginning. I hope you'll feel better soon. Also, cool idea. Thank you. That's so nice. I'm hoping that this makes me feel a little bit better. And if not, I am looking forward to going to sleep afterwards. Hopefully I am actually well enough to sleep. That's usually a fun little game. Ah, no, stop. Why are you being the worst? Okay. Plop. No, it's not sticking. Is there no stick? I don't understand. Are these... I'm confused. I don't know if I'm meant to be confused, but I am confused. Okay, let's try this one and see if it sticks. And if it doesn't, then I might have to get my glue stick out, which is not really what I want to be doing right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my glue stick out. That's annoying. Okay. What time is it for you? It is 7:30-ish here, a little, almost 8 o'clock now. Things are already going quickly, my dudes. Problem is, I organized recently and I don't really know where my glue stick is, so this could be a bust in and of itself. Give me a second to find it, folks. Give me a second. Oh, it's right here. Glue stick, all good. Okay. Fabulous. That is my simple request. I like your glasses. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. These are actually not my favorite of my 2 pairs of glasses that I have, but I do still like them, obviously. They're more like my neutral ones, obviously, because they're black. My other ones are kind of like a pinky color, which is fun. Okay. Ah! Is this just not going to stick? I don't What is happening? This is why this is going to take a long time. It's going to be worth it. Oh my God, we're up to 1,000 likes. Thank you, Jason. I see that you're going at it right now, so thanks for that. I appreciate the support. Means a lot. That's fabulous. Ooh. Okay. We are sticking. We are sticking. We are sticking. Stick. Okay, it did. If it didn't, I was about ready to actually lose my patience. That would have been fun for you guys to witness. That would have been cute. Hopefully it doesn't happen. This is meant to be fun, not stressful. But now I'm getting sticky, which isn't fun. It's not cute. This is not my favorite thing. But it's going to be really pretty when it's done, I think. Maybe it'll look hideous. Maybe you guys will be like, man, not worth the time, not worth the effort. It looks bad. And for that, I will be sad, but also will not judge you for saying that because I am not an artist. I want to be very clear about that. This hobby for me is not about the art. It's about the simple, like if I trust me, I would not do a bullet journal if I wanted to be an artist. I would like do canvas work or drawings or fun things like that. This for me is about memory keeping, habit tracking, as I mentioned already, and simply like just keeping track of things. So Jason, thank you for the roses. That's so nice. I really appreciate that as well. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. Such a great way to be supportive. Speaking of supportive, I'll probably plug this several times throughout the live because I intend it to be quite a long one today. Also, YouTube, there's several of you here now. Hi, thanks for being here. What exactly is a bullet journal? That's a great question. And it doesn't have a clear-cut answer. But the best way that I can describe it is by showing up nice and close. I'm hoping you can see the detail here. Do you see how these are like dots? Some people call it a dot journal, actually. Oh, I should show all three, shouldn't I? So, see all the dots, folks? See all the dots? All the dots. Yes, all the freaking dots. Some people call it a dot journal, and essentially it's meant to be a journal that you can like draw like graphs and stuff in. It's meant to help you track things and keep track of things. That's like the whole design of it. But the benefit to it is it's a very personalized thing. You can make spreads about anything and everything that you want. So some people keep a bullet journal just to track like professional pursuits. Some people do it just to track like home pursuits. And some people like me do a mix of both. A lot of people I know that use bullet journals like track their finances with it and that sort of thing. I used to do that. I find it much more convenient to have that in a spreadsheet now just because it does all the math for me, and math is not my favorite thing. As a creative, I bet that was surprising. But yeah, I think you can kind of do with it what you wish. For me, because it's kind of like a hobby for me and because I take so much pride in its appearance and I take the time to set it up every month like this and like look at it kind of as a way to decompress and reflect. I think that's a big one. I mean, I have a whole gratitude log for a reason. It's a great way for me to reflect. And I also put other things in here as well. I mentioned that I'm leaving a page, wow, words. I'm leaving a page blank in case anything like comes up because, like, for example, at the beginning of the journal, I have a lot of things that are like personal to me up there. So I keep like, what is my word of the year? And it's a way for me to like journal about that. And I have some stuff from I go to therapy every week, and I have some stuff from my therapy sessions in there. Reminders that help me when I'm feeling insecure about myself. Like reminders about my worth to not just myself and the things that I know and believe about myself, but also the things that I know other people in my life benefit from by having me be a part of their lives and stuff. So it can be like kind of, you can put anything in it that you want. It's your thing. But for me, I view it as a way to both track and reflect. And like I said, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've kept all of my bullet journals during that time. And I actually get a lot of joy of going back, especially with the social media stuff, because I've been tracking that since I've had the blog, which is about when I started bullet journaling to a certain extent, and just watching how it's grown and being able to like actively see those numbers, and so grateful that I have done that so it can show me when I'm feeling bad about different things, like not growing or not getting a certain amount of views on something or whatever, because that's a real thing that happens on social media. You feel those things. Even if you don't want to subscribe to that mentality, you do. And so anyway, I see some comments here. Did you call the wheelchair place? Not yet. I promise I will. By Sunday, I will call the wheelchair place. I promise. And I've got to go take care. See you again soon. Love the live. Oh, thanks, Jason. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the support. And I hope you have a great day doing whatever you're doing. Okay. But yeah, that was a really long-winded explanation to your question about what is a bullet journal, but I hope it answered it. I hope we got there in the end. STC_Eagle said, did your social media grow during COVID or go down? So during COVID, that's a good question. During COVID, I was in this really weird place because I got married in February of 2020, so literally like a month before the world shut down. And I was supposed to move to the UK in March of 2020. Obviously, for a lot of reasons, that did not happen. Can you say hi, Ashton? Hi, Ashton. For a lot of reasons, I did not move. And so I was stuck in the States without a job. And I was living at home with my parents, even though I was married. And it was a very weird situation to be in. It's not something I think back on a whole lot just because it was a weird time. But I technically had started this blog, The Rolling Explorer, like a year prior to the pandemic. It was like right when I graduated college, which was in May of 2019. So I think I set it up in July of 2019. But realistically, I didn't pay any like attention to it. I didn't do a whole lot with it. I wrote some blog posts, and I was mostly doing it as a way to further my writing career and to practice writing. But while doing that, I started, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. All is well? Okay. Okay. After that, though, what was I saying? Oh, I was using it as a way to further my writing career and get better at writing. And then, long story short, I fell in love with a lot of disabled creators and non-disabled creators, and I was like, that's fun. So during the pandemic, in about June of 2020, so a couple of months after the initial like shutdown and stuff, I started writing a lot of blog posts. That was like where my initial start with social media and stuff really started on this page, was actually on my website. And I still write some stuff sometimes, but writing was like my baby. It's like what I studied in college. It's what I love to do. I still love to do it. I like writing my captions and stuff on social media. It brings me joy. I like sharing my story through writing. I think I'm a good writer. So with that said, I then started using the social media platforms as a way to promote my writing work. And then through doing that, I started recognizing, oh wait, I like this stuff. I like making content. I like taking photos, and I like editing stuff, and I like video, like doing the videos and stuff. And so for me, I didn't even discover like my true love and passion for social media. I already knew I liked social media to a certain extent. Like I'd done digital marketing internships and stuff when I was in college, and I had like my personal Instagram that I always like wanted to be an influencer on, like in high school and stuff, because like I was obsessed with YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, I would love to do that in the future, but never actually thought it was possible. And then I started doing it to like more in the digital marketing realm of like promoting myself, and I was like, oh wait, I like this part of it more. And so I went more into that, and now we have what I have today. So again, I've probably taken 50 years to answer your question. I'm sorry for that, but it did grow quite a bit, not in early COVID times, but in the latter period for sure. Jesse Williams says, you look like Aubrey Plaza. I get that a lot. So thank you. And she's like an icon, a phenomenon. I love her. So that is a compliment. So I appreciate it. Also, user 96 with multiple other numbers afterwards. Thank you for all of the likes. I really appreciate it. And for some reason, Instagram is frozen on the chat, so I'm going to have to physically swipe it to see if anybody has said anything. So apologies. Give me a second to do that. Hi from north of England. Hello. Again, there's it's me again. Hi, Sky Blue Games, if you're still here. Desi says, love you. Hi. Okay, STC Eagle said, that is great and interesting answer, how you use social media and YouTube during COVID. Thank you. I actually, to be quite honest with you, I didn't use YouTube during COVID. I initially my YouTube channel has gone in waves. And I'm hoping it's here for good now, because I just told this to Mary the other day. I absolutely love YouTube. I've been enjoying it so much, and I've been really having a great time with it. And I feel like long form content is like really where I shine. It's just, of course, a lot of people know me for my short form content, so getting people to actually like go from my other platforms over to YouTube has been interesting. But I'm like really proud of the work that I've been doing over there, and I'm really excited to continue it. So that's my little plug, that if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you should go check out my YouTube channel, because there's some big stuff going on. I have a really exciting video about a book series coming out this week. Longer forms of my accessibility videos are on YouTube. And I have some really exciting like fashion-y stuff coming out on YouTube soon as well. So lots of fun content happening. I see somebody said, yep, I'm here. Oh, Sky Blue, hi. A lot of other people said hi. Hello to everyone. I see somebody said hi from Florida. Oh, hello, STC Eagle again. And they have also said, have you done a video on life hacks and different tools that you've had to use in your life? No. I tried to join your TikTok live, but it didn't say you were live for me. That's strange. I'm sorry that it was doing that. I don't know what's going on with that. But hi, thanks for being here on Instagram. And that was a great video on buses you posted to YouTube and Instagram. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. I work really hard on the accessibility content that I make. But on top of that, to answer your other question, I've not made a video specifically about the tools that I use, because to be quite honest with you, I don't feel like it would be very long. I don't feel like I use like mobility aids that are like standard and classic, like my prosthetic, walking sticks, wheelchairs, that sort of thing. But I don't really use a whole lot of extra adaptive equipment that I can think of, but at the same time, maybe I do, and I don't look at it as adaptive, because it's not adaptive products, but it's me using things in a different way. I don't know, maybe I'll make that video. If that's something that people are interested in, that maybe is something that I need to do. Oh crap, I need to go. I'll be on later if you're still on later. I literally haven't finished the cover page yet, so I'm sure I'm going to be on a while. So no worries. Thanks for being here for even a little bit of time. I appreciate it. Who is Aubrey Plaza? I'm so sorry to ask. You don't have to be sorry to ask that question. That's not a bad thing. To be quite honest with you, I've only seen her interviews. I've never like seen anything that she's been in, so I can't even tell you what she's in. But I get compared to her a lot, so I've like looked up who she is and like watched stuff that she's done like on the red carpet and stuff, and she seems hilarious, and she has kind of like this deadpan, like very dry sense of humor almost. But yeah, she's great. I definitely would recommend you looking her up, and to be honest, I should do more research into her if I'm going to get compared to her as much as I do. Anywhoosies, there's that. That was a lot of stickers for very little payout. So let me see what I can do about these red and pink ones. I'm hoping these are more proper stickers, because the last ones weren't. Parks and Rec. Is she in Parks and Rec? Okay. That has cleared things up. So Aubrey Plaza is in Parks and Rec. Thank you, Chloe. So I've seen The Office, but I've not seen Parks and Rec. And people get very mad at me for that. They're like, you would love it. You would love it. It's better than The Office and all these things. And I'm sure it is. But I have watched the first 3 episodes of the show, and I didn't like it. And everybody's like, it's like The Office. It gets better. And I'm sure it does. But if I'm totally honest with myself and everybody else, The Office is an outlier, because I tend to watch more drama when it comes to TV. I'm a big drama gal. Just the other day on Sunday, we were talking about on Sunday we were talking about how I'm Oh, what happened? A bunch of things just came off at me, and they're not all pink. Okay, hold on. Pause the phone. Anyway, There we go. I figured out what I was going to say. On Sunday, we were talking about how I am currently watching Gossip Girl, and that is a drama. So, very into that. Love that. And I'm still watching that, actually. I'm on season 5 now, which is kind of wild. I watched a lot of TV the other day. Have you watched The Last of Us? No, I've not yet. I've seen it advertised a lot in the last couple of days because I think somebody asked me about it. It might have been you. Somebody asked me about it the other day on Sunday, and I was like, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I'll have to go look it up. And I did look it up, and I've seen a lot of things come up on it now because, our phones listen to us and stuff, and that's cute. And I want to see it, and I've heard it's really good, but I've not started watching it yet. So stay tuned, because when I finish Gossip Girl, probably by the end of the week, because that's who I am, I will probably maybe dive into that. Yeah. Have you played Flappy Bird when it first comes out? If you're talking about the OG Flappy Bird, I did. If there's a new version that is out now that I was unaware of, then no, because I didn't know that. But when it first came out, I don't even know when that was, 2015, 12, something like that. Yeah, I had the app. Everybody had the app in my town. It was the thing to have. It was the thing to do. And it was fun back in the day. It was a good old time. I don't play a lot of games on my phone nowadays, to be honest with y'all. When I'm on my phone, I don't like being on my phone. That's probably something that may or may not be surprising to you. But, what is happening? Oh, God. I just personally don't like being on my phone anymore. I don't even like texting people, like my friends. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. If I have to be on my phone, I would much rather be a phone call or a FaceTime or something like that. But because work is so much related to my phone, I just can't do it anymore. Have you watched the Nathan Fillion crime writer show Castle? Nathan Fillion is also in the new show The Rookie. It's so good. Somebody asked about The Rookie too. Have you watched The Rookie with Nathan Fillion? Oh, okay. Lots of questions about TV shows. I've not seen The Rookie. I've not even heard of it, to be honest, so that'll also be on my list of things to go look up. But I have seen episodes of Castle. I've not watched it all the way through. Sometimes those episodic shows I kind of struggle to watch back to back to back. But that said, I actually really like that show. Love of my life. Hello, 2 days in a row. Katie Ward! Queen, hi. So good to see you. I love when my friends join. It makes me so happy. And you're always such a supporter. So thanks, my dear. Castle, as I was saying, my parents watch that. So it will just be on sometimes too. And I have a friend of mine who loves the show as well. His name's Trevor. And I know he talks about it a lot, so maybe it's something I need to watch more of. I've watched probably 5 to 10 episodes throughout my life of that show, but I've not watched any more. Currently, hold on, I have some messages. Okay, it finally worked. I came from Instagram. I have an addiction to my phone, and it is not good. I mean, to be fair, I also have an addiction, so I've had to set a timer on my apps. I'm hoping it doesn't release tonight and ruin this live. I just realized I don't know if I turned it off. It shouldn't if I'm on it. I wouldn't think. We'll see. Oh, Sunny, everyone went crazy for it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they did. I'm assuming you were talking about Flappy Bird because I think that came in when I was talking about Flappy Bird. What was I saying? Oh, phone. I, too, have an issue with my phone, and I think that's one reason why I don't like being on it very much. It's a weird thing. When I'm not using it, I want to be, my hands almost need to be doing something at all times. But when I am on my phone, I get annoyed very easily. And like I don't answer people for days. I like really struggle doing like anything personal on my phone anymore, including playing games. So instead I just watch stuff on my iPad or read books. That's what I do. Same, to be honest. I will say, unfortunately, I do read on my phone. So that is the one thing I like am on my phone a lot for anymore. I feel like beyond work stuff. I like genuinely like read on a Kindle app on my phone because it's handheld and it's easy on my wrist and all the fun things. So as I'm doing this, my stomach is starting to feel better. I have emergency pills next to me just in case. But I'm actually doing okay, guys. This is good. This is therapeutic in multiple ways. I do everything on my computer though, mostly anyways. I mean, that's like a good thing, I think. To me, a computer is easier to close because it has a lid. And phones are just like always open. They're always visible. And I mean, now I even have this watch, which I love for fitness, but like it tells me all of the notifications that I have on my phone. So even if I'm not near my phone, I still like, I'm like, where's my phone? It's cute. It's real fun. We're all tuned in all the time. But I'm trying to be better because I'm really trying. And that's like maybe something I'll track this month actually, is how many times I actually turn my apps off at night. Like how many nights I actually do that for myself, because I think it would be good for me to do that more and like really like be kind to myself in that way and give myself more of a reprieve from social media, because I love y'all and I love that you guys are here and supportive and all that. But social media can be really toxic on your mental health over time. I've been like really struggling actually mentally because of social media this month. So I think taking more time at night in particular, like when like an hour or so before bed, like just to not be in my head about my numbers and my content. Because even if I'm not like filming tomorrow, I'm constantly thinking like, oh, what should I film? What should I film? What should my topic be? What should this be? Which is fun, and it shows like that I have this like innate kind of desire to work on my creative stuff, but it's also just like it can get really toxic. To constantly have that mindset of like everything is content and having to always have your work brain on in a sense. That's not healthy to do over time either. I'm hoping what I'm doing right now ends up looking good, because at the minute, I can't tell if it's going to. Social media is the best and worst invention, in my opinion. So many good things on there, but so many bad things. I think that's fair to say. I mean, as somebody who works in social media, I feel like I've seen the good and the bad. I've seen how if you have the do not disturb function on your phone, it might be worth giving it a go. Thank you for that tip. There's a bit of the phone, I think it's called downtime, that I've been using. Like that's what I do. I turn that on at night, and when I do that, then I don't get notifications from apps, and I can't even like tap on the app without it like being like, do you want to ignore this limit that you've set for yourself? So I'm trying to do the healthy things there. But you get me said you're pretty. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. Ooh, I'm really struggling with these red ones to rip them off the page. But I'm doing my best. I'll show you guys what this looks like as soon as I'm done, I promise. I just want to, since my fingers are a little sticky, I want to be able to wipe them on a paper towel I have over here as soon as I'm done. Before I pick up the actual journal. But no, social media is like, it's one of those things, right? Like I clearly think, or I hope that I create content that is positive and is doing more good than anything. But I also know, like, by playing into short content creation, which is another reason why I'm enjoying leaning into long content creation, but by leaning into the short content creation, I'm actively participating in, like, us having shorter and shorter attention spans, like as a society, and that's dangerous over time. And there's just a lot of negativity online, and I've received a lot of hate for things, and that's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my followers to see that hate either. Like, that's something I've become more and more aware of, is like, yeah, it might be directed at me, but other people see that and can take it on board as well, which isn't healthy. And I don't know, there's just a lot of bad, but there's so much good too in the community. I feel like I've built here. I have so many kind people that I get to communicate with every day, and I really do feel like you guys are my little like friends, and we can chat. I mean, the fact that I'm on live right now and there's people that are actually tuning in for 45 minutes plus, because this is going to be quite an experience of a long haul here. But yeah, like, I feel like we're chatting right now. We're just like having like, I haven't scripted this. I'd be nuts to do that. Like, this is real. This is authentic. This is as it's live, you know? So I don't know. There's a lot of benefits to social media for sure. And especially during, like, for the disability community in particular, with so many people feeling so isolated. And that is one reason why I am so grateful as a disabled person myself to have found the online disability community, because it can feel so isolating. And before I was blogging, before I had these social channels and all of this, I didn't know a whole lot of disabled people. I'm from a small town in the middle of nowhere. So, gosh, it's just one of those things. I have a few things that have come through, I think. Somebody said you are very cute. Thank you. Have you, that's too far back, I think. I'm interested in being a disabled influencer. Where should I start? That is a very good question. I'm going to answer this one really quick. First, because it should be a one-off little answer. It says, which Apple Watch series is that? I'm pretty sure it's the 7. Is that a potential number? It was the one that I think came out last year. I've had it for a year, so sorry if that wasn't helpful. So, Chloe, your question about being an influencer. My first thing that I will say is that you should come up with like your purpose. Now, you said disabled, so I'm assuming it would be to do something that's similar to me, in the sense of like building a community and spreading awareness, maybe a combination of those two, or maybe other things, or maybe I'm projecting, maybe you have a completely different purpose. But I would say my number one first start thing is to really, really, really get clear on your mission, your goal, your purpose, and figure out why you want to be an influencer. And I say this to everybody that I've ever like mentored on social media, but your purpose cannot just be that you want to be famous or you want to make money, because if that's your purpose, you will fail. You will fail, because you have to have something deeper than that to keep you going when things get tough, because things get tough and you have to be prepared for that. So that is my first step. Step number 2 is to practice. Make all of the content. It's so funny that you're asking this, because I actually have a post tomorrow going up about this. And I also have a level on my new Patreon account. This is a plug for everybody watching. I have Patreon, but I have a tier on there that I am offering mentorship for not just disabled content creators, but anybody that wants to be a content creator, disabled or not, to kind of work with them one-on-one on strategy, on tips and tricks, all those sorts of things. So Chloe, or anybody else that's watching, if that's interesting to you, you can check it out on my Patreon, which is at the link in my bio. Or I have other tiers as well if other people want to get involved in other ways. One thing that is related to what I'm doing, I am offering a handwritten Valentine's Day card for Valentine's Day. I actually just ordered my cards the other day. They should be here tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. And I have 5 patrons right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering I set this up last week, I'm pretty pleased with it. And I'm just really pumped to work on communicating and growing this community, not just like online, but offline as well, and getting everybody excited. So once Valentine's Day is over, that tier will then change to a note of encouragement. So my goal eventually actually is to have it be more of a pen pal situation. I would need more patrons for that though, because I can't afford a P.O. box at the minute. And as much as I love y'all, I don't feel comfortable putting my address out on the internet. So that is hopefully something to come, and the Patreon's just going to keep developing. I have a lot of other plans going on with it as well, including like behind the scenes sort of things and a lot of different things. So if you want to be early to the party and get a handwritten Valentine's from me, then you can do that to everybody that's watching. Hi, Miss. Hi. I see somebody sent some emojis. Hi. What do you think of the Twilight movies? That is a fun question. Also, somebody said, Sunny said, that is so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I'm like really excited about it. As you guys are watching, you can probably see that I like stationery. How many times am I going to say that? A lot, apparently. But I love stationery, and I feel like bringing like handwritten cards to my community in a fun little way like that, I'm hoping is like something that brings joy to people. And notes of encouragement beyond this as well will hopefully just continue to spread joy and positivity, as that is like my primary goal with my social channels anyway. Joy, positivity, and education, of course. Any whoosies. Twilight movies. Let's get back to that question from Jerry Nichols. Hi. I love the Twilight movies. Don't care if that's embarrassing to say as a mid-20 something woman. Like, I don't know why I just hid my age like that. I'm 26. As a 26-year-old woman, I love the Twilight series. The book series is bad, but the movies, well, the book series isn't bad. I reread them in COVID actually.
I don't understand. I reread them and COVID actually.
That was cute. Thanks, Siri. Cool. Glad that just happened. That was fun. I don't remember what I was saying. I've lost the plot, as Mary always says to me. What is the words? Oh, there's a literal rhinestone on the glue stick already. I am losing it, folks. Okay. Hi, I'm back. So, Twilight movies. I like the books. I've not, like, they're a little long, in my opinion. But the movies just, like, have a lot of nostalgia in them for me. So I feel like that's where I feel, like, good about them. So that's cute. That's fun. But at the same time, ooh, God. That was hilarious about the Twilight series. I'm glad you think so. I rewatch the Twilight series every year. All right, I'm gonna expose myself. I do every year, minimum once a year. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Robert Pattinson. I find him a very attractive man and vampire both. So, find it a lot of fun to sit there and rewatch, and especially the final movie. The final movie made me cry. So, the first time I watched it, I don't cry anymore because I know, but because of its, like, thing, right? Like, that it did. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a Twilight spoiler account here, but, because of the way they handled the final battle scene, I sobbed like a baby in the movie theater. It was a lot. It was a freaking lot, but it's fine. It is fine. Okay, I have a question here. What month is Disability Pride Month again? That's from Wyatt. Wyatt, Disability Pride Month is July, across the world, I'm pretty sure. So look forward to that. Disability History Month is from like mid-November to mid-December, but Disability Pride Month is in July. So big stuff coming up. I actually have already been asked to do a few things in July, which is wild. I'm really excited about it though, so I'm hoping some of that actually goes through. And yeah, I don't know. This year is gonna be good, guys. I had some questions come in. I saw them and I missed it. Do you like Harry Potter? I'm such a Potterhead. I like Robert Pattinson in the Batman and the film Water for Elephants. I've not seen the new Batman because my husband wouldn't go with me to the theater, so I could ogle over another man, which understandable. I met Taylor at Comic-Con and asked if his dog was going to be in Twilight 6. It made him laugh. Oh, that's cute. Taylor Lautner, I'm assuming is who you're specifically referring to there. I do like Taylor Lautner. He is great. I actually used to be Team Jacob. I am Team Edward now as an adult. My feelings have changed, but was a big fan of Taylor Lautner back in the day. To answer your question, Chloe, about Harry Potter, yes, I am a massive Harry Potter fan. Massive, massive, massive. Not a fan of the author, fan of the books. And I have reread them twice, I believe. I've listened to Potterless podcast, which if you're a Potter fan and have not listened to that, I definitely recommend it. I feel like you would get a lot of joy out of it. And I rewatch those movies like frequently as well, though my favorite movie in that series is definitely the final one, the 8th movie. It's so good. I actually just rewatched it on the plane home from the US. So there you go. Ugh,
I didn't get that.
oh, shut up. Shut up. Sorry. Siri is having some words with me right now, and so I'm having some words with her. I have only seen bits and pieces of Harry Potter. I'm probably gonna get roasted for saying that. I will not judge you. Like, genuinely, that is a very valid thing. I think a lot of people have not seen a lot of Harry Potter for various reasons, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's a lot going on in our lives, and Harry Potter wasn't a priority for a lot of people, but my grandma actually discovered the books and started reading them to me when I was a kid, and actually that series helped me through slight trigger warning here, but helped me through my eating disorder when I was a kid. So my grandma would read those to me when I was scared before school and I didn't want to go to school. So she would read them, and I will always love the series no matter what. For that reason, it helped me through one of the darkest times of my life and as a child. And I'm just grateful to have had that connection to a book series. And I love reading so much. So yeah, I don't know. It like got me excited about books when I was a kid and like connected my grandma and I for life. I feel like I love my grandma. She's amazing. She's amazing. Okay, guys, I think I have finally finished this. I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of just looks like a mess. What are our thoughts? Are these good thoughts? Are these bad thoughts? Does this look ridiculous? I feel like obviously the goal would have been for it to be centered, but that didn't happen. So we play into our mistakes, and this is what the result was. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it, but it's just, I don't know. It's fine. It's sparkly. It's glittery. Those are my favorite things. So here we are. Okay. I finally got this Liberator shorts. I'm excited to try them on. Oh, you'll have to let me know how you like them. I really enjoyed them when I was doing the shoot, and they were really comfortable. So I'm sure they're like gonna be great to like sleep in. So you'll have to let me know your thoughts. Jerry said I played the games on GameCube. Oh God, I loved GameCube as a kid. That was like my game system, not center, game system. It was good. It was good stuff. Somebody said you're beautiful. Thank you. I had no idea you had an eating disorder. I could not tell that because you look so physically active in your content jumping around. It was when I was a really young kid. So I was like 8 or 9, one of the two, when I was going through it. And it was a mix of me being afraid to eat because I am afraid of vomiting. So in some ways it was more that than the actual eating disorder itself, but also I was very aware as a kid. I was overweight as a kid. And I was very aware. My doctors were like, it is unhealthy for you to be the weight that you are. You have to lose weight. And all of my doctors were saying this. Every single one of them was like, Jess, you need to lose weight. You need to lose weight. You need to lose weight. And I'm 7 years old, like at the beginning of this all happening. And like for me to hear that as a 7-year-old all the time, like really got to me. And so between the two, bad things happened. It was fine. I am fine now. I feel like eating disorder mentality is something that is ingrained in society. So it's something that like we all kind of come across at some point in our lives in some ways, and in some ways I feel like I still deal with it. But in general, like I have recovered, if you will. Like you said, I'm active, I eat, all of the good things. So I'm grateful to have gotten through that experience and had family and books and all of that around me at the time. Sorry, that was probably really dark to talk about on a live stream, but like I said, I don't script this stuff. This is just how it comes out. I've only is it just because I thought when the iPad 2 came out, didn't have Siri in the iPad because I have it? I don't know. The Siri that you keep hearing going off is on my watch. What was/is your favorite video game? That's a good question. I really liked the Bratz games on GameCube when I was growing up as a kid. But nowadays, like I feel like for most of my life, my favorite video game has been Mario Kart. Like classic. Love racing game. It's easy. It's fun. It's a joy. Well, it's not always easy, I guess, but it's fun. It's a joy. It's simple. The concept is simple. But I also had this one Scooby-Doo game that I was obsessed with growing up. It was such a good time. Such a freaking good time. Oh my god, I like actually really loved that game. Okay, now this is when I need to get technical. So I'm going to count for a second. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, so I need to mark out 11 squares here. Have you done a video on your eating disorder and what caused it and what changed your thinking? I don't know. I thought I talked about it on something, not recently, but like a while ago. But maybe I'm completely making that up. I've definitely not done anything recently. So maybe I need to do that if that's something people are interested in. But I also like want to be careful with eating disorder content as well. And that's just because I know it can be very triggering to a lot of people, and a lot of people are in recovery. As I mentioned, it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Transform with Martin says, hey, we met in London at the Palace. Amazing person. Thank you. Hi, good to see you again. I can't see you, but thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. It was lovely to meet you as well. I love meeting people in London. London is full of such interesting people at any given time. Tourists, people that live here, all of it. It's so great. I love living in a city so freaking much. I remember playing Super Mario 64 on my sister's Nintendo 64 a lot. I was horrible at it though. Mario 64, my mom had a 64, I think, when I was growing up. And so I remember playing that as well, and it was a blast. I was also bad at it, but it was fun. It was part of childhood for sure. Okay, I said 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this line sucks. I'm struggling. I am struggling on live camera. This is fun. I'm not an artist. I never promised that this was going to be an art lesson, did I? I hope not, because if y'all thought you were getting an art lesson, sorry. I'm not an artist, but I am trying my best to make this look nice. At least the cover page. The other pages don't matter as much, but the cover page has to look pretty. Okay, cool. Now, how many pages, or how many dots across is it? We count again, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 dots across. Okay, let's do this thing. Boom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Amazing. Amazing. Fabulous. I realize I wish you guys could like see a little bit better like what I'm doing, especially on YouTube. Y'all can't really see. You can see the pen, but have you seen a sidemen before on social media and or in person? A sidemen. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what you're asking. Can you explain it in a different way maybe for me? Because I want to answer your question, I just don't know what you mean. Awesome. Okay. I just want to make sure I counted these right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fix, but I can do this either way. Ah, did I ruin that? No, I didn't. All's fine. Oh, guys. Yeah, I typed that out horribly. They are a famous social media group in England. Oh, no, I have not heard of them. So if I have run into them, I wouldn't know. But I will, like I always do on lives, if somebody mentions something I don't know, I will go check it out afterwards and go find out if I've maybe ever crossed paths with them. You know what I realized the other day? Okay, I'm getting excited now. Speaking of famous people that I've run into in London, I ran into, this is going to sound ridiculous. Y'all are going to think I'm making this up, but I'm not. I was in St. James's Park, which, if you're not familiar with London, is a park very close to like Parliament area and Big Ben and Buckingham Palace, and it's right in front of Buckingham Palace. That's probably the best thing to like locate it in London. Anyway, anywhoosies, this was like not last year. I think it was 2021. I was in the park and I was like thinking I saw a famous person. I thought I saw Penn Badgley. If you watch Gossip Girl, you'll know who that is. If you watch the show You on Netflix, you'll know who that is. He's the main character. Penn Badgley played Dan in Gossip Girl. He plays Joe in You. Great actor, great guy. And I was like, that guy looks just like him, but he's not British. He wouldn't be here. That's silly of me to think. And I remember I even looked online. I was like, well, maybe he married somebody British. Maybe he does live here. And I looked online and his wife like wasn't from here. So I was like, oh, there's no way. There's no way that was Penn Badgley. Then I find out that Penn Badgley filmed season 3 of You in London. In freaking London. It was him. It had to have been him. I am still to this day mad at myself, folks, that I did not recognize this until literally last week when I saw the promo for the new season of You, and I was like, oh my god, they're in London. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, that's the story of how I ran into Penn Badgley in London but didn't say anything because I'm a loser and I don't trust myself enough all the time. But it's probably best I didn't say anything because I want to be his friend one day. and I listened to Megan Trainor's podcast today with Brittany Broski, and she said that if you want to be friends with famous people one day, then you can't ask them, you can't like fangirl. Once you fangirl in front of them, then like your chances of being friends with a famous person is done. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. At least I didn't fangirl my way in front of him, so that means we can still be buds one day. Mia or Maya, sorry, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but one of the two says, hey, what have you been up to? Hey, thanks for being here. Really appreciate your comment and you asking this question. I am currently working on my February spread of my bullet journal. That is what I'm doing on here today. So, oh, thank you for liking the live. That is so nice. But that is what I'm working on today. I'm working on just getting it set up for the month, getting excited for a new time. I was saying at the beginning of this live, like, I've had a really tough January. Just mentally, I've been like exhausted, and like January is so hard because as a planner like I am, I want to get right started at the beginning of the year, but nobody is ready to get started at the beginning of the year. Like, most people aren't even ready to get started like in February yet. I feel like winter is just like a lull season for so many reasons. Sorry, I need to see a calendar, and since y'all are on all of my phones, I have to pull up my laptop here to do so. What is today's date? Today is Tuesday the 31st, so Wednesday. Oh shoot. No, it's a short month, so it should be fine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. But no, January has just been like really difficult. So been struggling with that. Been struggling mentally. Instagram's been irritating me, I'll be completely honest. It's nothing to do with like anybody watching right now. It's not anything to do with like people. It's just to do with like the algorithm. Like, I just don't understand what's going on right now. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to complain too much about it, but it's been really getting me down. I've been having a case of the blues, and also just been dealing with the idea like work has been slow, but that's because it's January, and I've been pushing myself too hard because it's January, and I feel all this pressure to like accomplish my goals. And I'm like, oh, the only way I'm going to accomplish goals is if I push myself. And that is not true. I have like the ability to breathe. So I don't know. It's just, I'm taking it all in stride. I'm trying to now. Like, I'm trying to remind myself like to breathe a little bit more and to be kind to myself and to allow room for things to not be perfect right now. So I'm really excited to be out of January. I think that's just the best way that I can say it. Like, I think a lot of people will agree with me. We need this. We need a new month. We need a start over. We need to hit the refresh button and let it all just happen. Yeah, that's what I will say. I see some messages. Do you have multiple phones? I have 2 phones. I have my phone I have had for years, and then I have my new phone that I got for my birthday and Christmas. So, I have Instagram is on my old phone, and TikTok is on my new phone. So there you go. Okay, here we go. For real. I'm glad somebody relates to me. Libre Brie, I might have said that. Little Brie says, hey, hi. Hi, you're so... Are you okay? I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. Like, not great, not bad, just fine. See a lot of comments over here. I feel the same way about wanting to have everything together at the very start of the year, too. I'm glad I'm not the only one in that. Like, I wrote, like, 49 goals, which I know sounds ridiculous. But I wrote 49 goals in my bullet journal at the beginning of the year. And very clearly, none of them have come, like, to fruition yet because they're annual goals. They're reason for, like... they're meant to last the whole year. But to me, like, I thought certain things would go faster and they're not, and that's fine, but it's just stressful and we're trying to breathe, so it's fine. Okay. There we go. Do you like to look? That's a weird question. I'm not going to answer it. Okay. I still can't get over how cold it was in December when the winter storm rolled in. I'm American. Oh my God. Yeah, I was back home in the States. It was so cold. It was like freezing. It was too much. It was absolutely too much. If you feel stressed, you could always try giving your problems to God. He loves you so much. Thank you for that reminder. So it's very, I believe in God and I am a Christian, but I definitely probably don't lean into that as much as I could for stress, but at the same time, I have other methods of doing so, which resemble like meditation, which is a form of prayer. And I don't know. I feel like to me, the best way for me to deal with stress is to like actively take steps toward. I'm a big control freak. Shocking, I know. But for me, it's about like figuring out a way that I can like take steps towards achieving stress relief, which sounds more stressful, I get it, but if I can't achieve serenity in work or life, then I'm like, okay, what can I do? And for me, making a plan for journaling like this, or making a plan for manifestation, or making a plan for meditation or prayer, those are ways that I deal with stress. At least it wasn't cold this month. Agreed. God has helped me so much. I'm so glad to hear it. I'm glad that you can give your problems to a higher power. And like I definitely have in the past, and I still do when I'm really needing it. I know when I was going through a lot in October, I went to church for the first time in a while, and that was really good for me. If nothing else, to kind of escape the world for a minute and like remind myself that like the world is a beautiful and wonderful place. um, Hello from Germany. Hi, thanks for being here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on Instagram. That is weird. So I'm just gonna ignore it. Slay period T girl. Hi. Okay. Cute. Absolutely. If you ever feel like you're drowning, just remember Jesus walked on water. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. It definitely is never a bad thing to have that reminder. How is the UK compared to America? That's a good question, and one that definitely takes a lot of thought. So let me think on that for a second and how I'm going to respond while I find my red pen. There we go. We have a red pen. It's hard for like the generalization here slightly because they're both so different in a lot of different ways. So if we're just looking at, hold on, I want the pink back. If we're looking at like general things, I would say the US and the UK are both like standard Western nations. They have similar beliefs, but the culture is still very different. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, actually. The culture is still very different. And I studied abroad here in college and didn't think the culture was that different. But that's because I was mostly with a lot of other Americans because my school had a branch of it in London. So I was constantly just surrounded by Americans. So this culture was the same. But now that I live here, I see the differences and I like some of them and I dislike others. And some of the things that I like, I have mixed feelings about in different cases. So, for example, work life balance is much more of a thing in the UK, but within that comes things not getting done in a quick manner or in a manner that I would always like prefer as an American. So learning that and learning boundaries is probably a good thing, but it's been difficult for me as an American. And like even like the way that people talk and humor, that's really different here. I don't like British humor. I don't find it funny. Like that dry stuff, not my thing. I don't know. It's there's a lot that I could say. I mean, there's so many very obvious differences between the US and the UK, of course. So you have like healthcare being an obvious one there. Um, but there's a lot of similarities as well. A lot of similarities. I talk a lot about disability, obviously, on my pages. If we're talking about how the disability community is treated in both countries, I would say both of them need work. I would say the US is better at accessibility from a physical standpoint, but I would say that the US and its extreme praise of capitalistic ideals is dangerous for the disability community. So they definitely aren't like top tier people to look up to for everything disability related, but they are very good about like ramps and disabled toilets and all of those fun things. But the UK, while it's not great structurally because a lot of their buildings are quite old and they're quite behind, I feel like even in their modernized buildings with getting disability access to be a priority. That all said, the UK, I feel like, is better in terms of like being leaning into disability. I feel like the UK has a lot of disabled people, like a bigger percentage than the US does, or maybe I feel that way because the UK is so much smaller, and within that smallness we all seem to like live close together and all be like, I don't know. So long story short, I feel like they both have issues. Chloe, it was so fun to watch you today. I have to go. I hope to catch your next live. Thank you for being here, Chloe, and to everybody that is like popping in and out. Thank you guys too for being here. Like even if you're only here for like 60 seconds or whatever, like even whatever, I'm so grateful for it. So just wanted to say that you're appreciated for tuning into this because I know that what I'm doing right now is a niche thing, but I'm glad that so many of you are chatting with me and we get to like have this time together because I'm enjoying it and I'm glad to know other people have been too. So Chloe, thank you, and everybody else, thank you. I know a big difference between the two countries is the vocabulary. So many different names for things. Yeah, the vocabulary is different, but it's also like more similar. Like I feel like people love to like pick on like the very obvious difference. Saroj Pathic. Oh my god, I see several different people have messaged things on YouTube and I've just missed it. I'm sorry. Somebody said you're a beautiful angel. Thank you. Somebody else said nice stream. Thanks for tuning in. And somebody named Saroj Pathic just said, hey, I love your vids. Thank you. That's so nice. YouTube is like my priority this year for sure, and I'm glad that you are enjoying the live stream and my content in general. So, but I feel like people really lean into the difference between US and UK language, but I don't feel like it's that different having been here. I mean, it's English. And just like in the US, you would get difference in language between like the North and the South, or the East and the West. The UK and the US have just different things. And there's some things that have tripped me up a little bit, but I don't feel like it's anything major really. So it's always funny to me that that's like what people are like, oh my god, like what's the language like? It's very similar. Very good stuff. Guys, I'm almost done with this cover page. I'm hoping this is the longest of them because if not, this is going to be like a 5-hour live stream. I promise not to do that to y'all. I do. I promise. I can't do that. My phones will die. My iPad will die. Everything will die. So we can't do this for ages, but I will do this until I get more done. So let me try to finish up some of this here. Key. Where is what I was doing? Oh, that's how I did it last time. It was a box, a box, a box, and another box, and then one more box. Okay, yellow. Maybe check the battery now that you mentioned that. I'm at 54. Ooh. I'm at 54% on this phone, and I'm on like 70% on this phone, and I don't know what my iPad's at, and I'm not gonna mess with it right now. So I have a while to go still. Not like forever by any means, but I have a bit that I can go a little bit longer here. So we're gonna go a little longer. Don't worry. I envision this. My goal for this was to be about 3 hours live, which sounds nuts, I recognize, but that's what we're doing. Alice, are you still represented by ZBD? I am not. I am not still represented by ZBD. I am with C Talent now. They are my management team. ZBD was an agency, and I wanted a little bit more hands-on management. I don't know a better word for it right now. So I left ZBD in September and have been with C Talent since. And C Talent are owned by a larger company called Whaler. So if you ever hear me refer to them as that, it's the same company, but C Talent is just like a wing of it specifically for disabled people. I hope that answered your question. I'll do this color. This is fun. Okie dokes. So where's my black pen? We have appointment, work, personal, and birthday. Okay, fabulous. That is my simple request. All things fabulous, bigger and better and best. I don't know what I'm saying, but either way, here we go. This is my cover page for February, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it actually looks really good. I kind of like that it's off kilter a little bit, so that's fun. What is your favorite music genre? That's a great question. I feel like I could answer that several different ways, because of course I could. I met you at a photo shoot. You were after my sons. Oh, hi. Yes, I remember that. Yes, that was a fun day. It was a good time. I always like getting headshots because you kind of can be a little free with it. But yeah, I hope your sons are doing well. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for reminding me how we know each other. That's fun. And Wyatt said, that looks so cool. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say because I don't know. I've not done, this is only my second time doing stickers in my bullet journal. So I'm still getting used to it, obviously, hence why it's off kilter, but that's fine. It looked kind of cool that way, in my opinion. So, and then to answer your question about music, like I said, it's a bit more complicated than just like giving a straightforward answer. Let me explain once I... hold on. Boom. Where'd my little ones go? Here we go. So I like pop and rock music, I would say. Robert Croy said, I like you, and just became the #1 gifter. Thank you so much for all the roses, Robert. I really appreciate it. That means so much to me. Roses and other like little gifts like that actually like offer financial support for the creator that you're watching. So it means a lot that you would be willing to share even more. Look at that. Thank you. That's so nice. It warms my heart that you're willing to do that. Anyway, rock and pop music would probably be my favorites to just like listen and jam to. Bro, he's sending even more. Oh my god, there's so many. You've killed it. You literally killed the game. Thank you. That like means the world. That was so kind. I've lost track of what I was saying. Oh, music. Rock and pop are my two favorite to listen to, but I like musical theater as well. Like really, really like musical theater. And I like to sing musical theater. So like if I'm gonna be singing, Robert, you're still sending roses. What is happening? You are feeling really generous. Thank you. I like don't know what to say. This is so kind. Thank you. Nobody's ever like sent this many. This is so bananas. Thank you. Robert, thank you. For reference to people on YouTube and Instagram, if people like send roses on TikTok, it's like a gift. I think Instagram has a version of it, but per usual with Instagram, hence why I'm so mad at Instagram right now for a lot of reasons, but they don't pay their creators, period T. So they do in the States, but not anywhere else. And even though I'm American, I can't access it, so love that for me. Love that for me. So I don't get the gift option on Instagram, but I do on TikTok. And I see, Robert, you're now liking the live too. I really appreciate all the support. I can't tell you how much I'm appreciated. It like wow. I'm just gonna stop and look at you and say thank you. So wow, that's so dumb that Instagram doesn't do that. That's unfair. You're telling me I have been dedicated to Instagram for the last several years, being a very avid content creator, helping them, I'm sure, with ad revenue at the end of the day by keeping people on the app. Yet myself as a creator is not getting anything from Instagram, which is real cute. So I have beef with the app right now. All the more reason to lean into YouTube this year. So if any of you watching don't follow my YouTube channel, this is your reminder that YouTube's where it's at, and that's where I'm putting a lot of my focus and my energy this year. Not to say I'm not going to post on TikTok or Instagram. Obviously, I'm live on both right now. But with that said, it's important to keep in mind that it's not my only goal anymore. It's not my only focus. So, okay, we have to do habits now. Habits. So what I'm doing, Wyatt says, I subscribe. Thank you. That's so nice of you to have subscribed. And I really appreciate it. So, what was I saying? Oh, what I'm doing right now with the bullet journal, just for everybody that is actually caring what I'm doing with the journal as I go, is I'm putting my page titles on in the same order that I went through at the beginning of the live. So just to go through that again, on the first page after the cover for the month, I do like goals and manifestation. On the second page, I do habit tracking. On the third page, I track my social media numbers. And that is also on the fourth page as well, because it's probably one of the biggest things that gets a lot of my attention throughout the month. On the fifth page is dedicated to gratitude log. So I write like a note of gratitude, like one line of gratitude for every day that I journal. And then the next page is a mood tracker, so I can keep track of how I'm feeling about life. And finally, my last page is a media entertainment tracker for the year. Not for the year, for the month. So I write down like what I read and what I watch during the month, which is fun to look at, especially at the end of the year, and be like, what did I actually consume this year? So he gave you even more roses. Robert, thank you. Wow, you've literally given so many, and you've said I'm very beautiful. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So much is happening, and I appreciate it. Okay, so like this is what I mean by titles. So I have February goals, habits. That's like backwards on everything, I realize, but you can get the gist. Okay. Now we go to blog. I kind of liked my stickers last month a little bit more, I think, but that's fine. We're doing our best with what we have. These stickers were free from my mother, so thanks, Mom, for not being into scrapbooking anymore, so I could take your sticker stash. Fab. Whew, I'm getting sleepy. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. If I'm not done by 10:30, I'm gonna go to bed, just so everybody's aware, because that'll be 3 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot of live. That's a lot of me being on. Plus, I have a new job that I'm starting tomorrow. I'm doing some writing for an app, and I'm like really excited about it, actually. I don't know how much I can talk about it right now. I only just signed on to it. And I don't know how long the project's going to last. It might only last a couple of sessions, but either way, I will give more details when and if I can. Not if, I will be able to. I just need to like figure it out. But I do know that I can say I'm writing for an app, so that's exciting. Very excited for that. I love writing. I think I was talking about that earlier on the live. Like I got started with social media and like with all of this that I do now with writing. Like that's where my base is, my background is, and I love it. So to kind of go back to, you know, what I'm good at, what I like for some work opportunities is really exciting. Really good steps. Oh my goodness. Okay. We move, folks. We move. Oh, what is happening? I just like dropped a sticker and now it's stuck. Come on. No, don't bring the U with it. Just, there we go. That was exciting. This is the most sticky of all the ones that I picked up too. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. Fabulous. Here we go. Ooh, my goodness gracious me. I'm hoping, I'm trying to decide. Typically I start with not the goals page. I don't go in order from this point forward. So I guess those of you watching right now and actually like paying attention to the journal bit, if you have a preference of the order that I do these in to make sure that I get to certain pages, would you tell me in the comments right now? Because otherwise I'm just going to kind of do it as I feel. But if you have a specific page that you want to make sure I do on camera, I'd love to hear about it so that you can enjoy properly. Yeah, so if you have feelings, share those feelings. Otherwise, I'll probably start with the easiest page first and move on from there. Oh, thank you for liking the live. I see you're back, so thank you for that. It means the world to have people supporting in this way. I don't know why the U ended up going down like that, but you'll see what I mean when I hold it up here in a second, folks. It looks kind of goofy. Sad. Sad. It's fine. Okie dokes. Mood. Why like a baby? Trying to make it cool. I wish I could play music in the background here. I would like the live, but I'm viewing this on my PC and I can't on my phone for some reason. It won't let me like on the PC unless I'm blind and I can't see how. I didn't even know you could watch lives on the computer, so that's fun to know. But no worries, like you don't like nobody has to do anything. Obviously, like when people do, I appreciate it, but like I don't expect it ever. So don't feel bad. It's nothing to feel bad over. I just am glad that you're here. Wyatt, like you've been here like for the majority of this, and that's amazing and so appreciated. I can feel myself. I'm shutting down slightly, folks. I'm doing the best I can. I still don't feel great. Like, my stomach still hurts. That has not gone away. I was hoping, like, it went away for, like, a bit, but now it's, like, back. It's here. It's not going away. So that's cute. That's fun. Okay, I have one more page. What did I title it last month? Because TV, movies, and more. I'm just going to say... what do I want to say for this? I have one T left. I have no O's left. Maybe media? Media. I think that's what I'll do. Media. Because books are a type of media, right? That counts. And that way I can put podcasts on here too, because I'm listening to a lot of podcasts and it'd be fun to track those as well. Oh shoot, do I not have any E's left? Oh no, I do. Okay. Here we go. I had the worst stomach pains earlier this month. I think it was just a terrible stomach bug, but yeah, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I had the stomach bug back in November, so I don't think it's that. I hope, I pray. I think it's just a flare-up of my stomach condition, which sucks, but it happens like once a week usually, so this is my day. I hope I'm feeling better tomorrow. It'll suck if it hangs around, but it is what it is. Honestly, guys, I might jump off here because I'm really not feeling well. It like has hit pretty suddenly again. Would you hate me if I like disappeared? I will promise to on Saturday or Sunday when I go live again, I will show the finished product of what this all looks like. But I think honestly, I think I need to get off. I think I am not doing well. But I promise to share the finished product. At some point soon. Thank you guys for sticking with me while I've been doing this. I feel like we've had some good chats. Feel better. Much love from Dallas. Love your post page, input, experiences, and all. Thanks for sharing, Drew. That means the world to me. That was so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that's been here. I love you guys. You guys rock. Have a good night. Be safe. Be good. All the things. Happy planning. Happy February. Love you guys. Have a good one. And now comes the awkward bit where I have to turn all of these off separately. Sorry. Okay. TikTok is